Hello students, this video is going to demonstrate how to download a file for a Canvas assignment and then how to submit that downloaded file. So I'm going to assume at this point that we are already on the Canvas page. If we do not know how to get here, we have gone over that in class, but maybe I'll make another video with an overview of Canvas that shows how to get to this page in case you're lost. So when we're at the home screen, you can find your assignments in two ways. One, you can go into modules. However, that will take you to many different module pages. I am going to try to keep it clean for you. However, the easiest way to find this week's is to click on the orange cat with the food bowl. It will open up in a new page, and then it takes a second sometimes to load, so give it a minute, and it will take you to your week. It is adjusting on the page, so if there's something above or below, sometimes it has to think to find the right spot. You'll know for sure by checking the week. Now, I'm going to assume that it's Thursday, 9/10 in terms of my work today. I have several assignments to complete. You'll know that it's not an assignment, first of all, if you click on it and nothing's happening. I can't click here, it's just the date. However, these, when I hover over, I can click into. Notice this one I can't, this one I can't. Now, when I get on top of this one here, I also see that I have a little assignment logo. It's just a little piece of paper with a pen. I'm going to click here on my math work 9/10. Now, it gives me my directions, gives me an option to submit. That's perfect. Now, I am giving you choices here with how you submit your assignments. Some students prefer paper. Some students prefer whiteboard. Some prefer to download the file. Now, there is a lot of writing here, but it is important that you read it. However, today I'm going to go over that a little bit. So, directions. Option 1. Download the file by clicking the blue file name. Then follow the steps in the box once it's downloaded in the lower corner of your screen. So if you're choosing option 1, that is to download the file and write on the file, this is the steps you want to take. Okay, they're a little teeny weeny bit different every time because maybe this isn't a math assignment one day. And so then you might have to click it into the literacy folder or the science folder or the health folder or the social studies folder. So be careful. You want to make sure that whatever the assignment is, the subject matches the folder you save to. So if this is math, I'm saving to my math OneDrive folder. If it is literacy, I'm saving to my literacy folder, etc. So pay attention to the title. So in this case, it is math. When I choose option 1, I need to download the file. I need to enable editing. I'll need to click File, then click Save As. I'll hit OneDrive. I will find my folders in OneDrive, click on my Math OneDrive folder, click Save. Luckily for you, I've already made the name of the document, so you do not have to enter the name. You can leave it as it is. And then you're going to save it in your Math OneDrive folder, fill it out, save it as you go, and send it back to me. Now, this is just option 1. Option 2 is different, and that will be covered in a different video. This is if you'd prefer to do it on whiteboard or scratch paper. Then you're going to have to take a picture and send it back to me, but that will be covered in a different video. This video is how to download the file. So, my first step said to download the file by clicking the blue file name. So I'm going to do that. It opens up this other window just briefly, but then you'll see that the file comes down here. And it says 9/10 Math Doc. It'll always go to this bottom bar area here. That's how you know it downloaded. So then I'm a little confused. I don't remember what to do. I'm going to go back to my directions. Aha! Step 1, open the download on the bottom of your screen. And then it says enable editing. Okay, let's click into it. It'll open up Word. Now, sometimes it won't be Word. Sometimes it might be an Adobe PDF. And that's okay. It'll be a very similar process. It'll just be a different program. So don't worry if that happens. I will try to make one that has an Adobe PDF in it though, okay? Let's see. So it's at enable editing. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, what did step 2 say? Let's go back and look. Oh, click file and then click save as. That's step 3. Okay, file is right here. Always will be on Word. File, save as. Do not click just save because otherwise you're not going to know where it's saved. Click save as. Then it said to me on my next step, it said, hit OneDrive and find the folders. All right. So see, it gives me all these different choices. OneDrive's right here. Okay, so that's the easiest way to do it. I mean, you can find it through going through browse. You could actually find it a lot of different ways. This is the fastest way to find the folder you need. Now, because I'm a teacher and I have a lot of different folders, yours will look different than mine here. Yours should show the folders we created in class. But I did create some test pages so that you can see what it would look like. So yours will probably look more like, like this in terms of this part. Literacy, you'd have a literacy, you'd have a math, you'd have a science, a social studies. You won't have a lot of these extra ones, but you will have literacy, math, social studies, science options, because I know we set those up at the beginning of the year. So when you click OneDrive, you should just have a few of those choices. So today's is math, right? So I'm going to find math and click it. Okay, and I'm going to save it into my math folder. I have an extra folder here. Yours won't. Now, the name is already here, like I said. So you don't have to do anything else. You'll just click the save button and then it'll go. And you'll know it's going because the little blue circle's working. You can also check to make sure it worked by going back up to the top here where the title is, clicking on it, and seeing if it's in the place you want. Aha, it says Math OneDrive. Beautiful, that's exactly what I wanted. And if you messed it up, you can just go File, Save As again, and it'll save in a different spot. But it'll also save it wherever it is as it is. Okay, it won't save like the old one and the new one in the new place. So if you if you want to save the original document, just start over, in my opinion, with the new file name and make sure all those changes are there that you want. Okay, so at this point, I can write in this. I can use drawing tool, right? I can draw 10 sticks. It looks like he bought 33 games. 1, 2, 3, and 25. Whoops, I forgot my third line. 25. Hopefully your drawing looks better than mine, right? But you get the point. You can draw, you can solve. You obviously have to make sure that you have an answer in here, okay? So this is actually a multi-step problem here. But I'm not going to solve the whole thing for you because this is actually your work. But once you've done your work, then you want to make sure as you go as well that either you have this auto save on so it updates automatically, or that you're just automatically clicking save. Like if this is not on, it will not save by itself. You'll have to save it as you go, just to make sure it updates every time you make a change. If this is on, once you've done that file save as process, it will auto save. But I get a little paranoid with it. I like to do this anyway. Okay, so once you've got all your answers here, okay, and you want to submit it. Well, first of all, let me say this. Let's say class is over, you didn't finish the document, and you want to go back into it. So then you would just find you'd go to files and you'd find your OneDrive files. And if it was your math folder, right? If it was your math folder, you'd go back into the math folder and find the page you were working on. So you just go back into it that way if you need to work on it again, okay? Now, when you're ready to submit, you go back to that page that you were on, and there's a Submit Assignment button. It allows you to choose your file. Now, technically, you should be able to find it really easily using Office 365, but I've actually been having issues with this button lately. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I might need to look into it. But you can file upload Super quick, super easy. So check it out. You're going to choose file. You don't need to worry about any of these other ones right now. Choose file. And then you should be able to find your file in your OneDrive. You just sometimes have to scroll, right? And you'll find your OneDrive folder again. So, I said mine's in my math folder. Remember, I created a page here just to demonstrate for you guys. Yours will probably just look like this on the side. So I'd go to math. I've got my 9-10 math. You got to make sure you're in the right one, and you click the right one. So you highlight it, push open. I know it's attached because there's the little name. Boom. Then you can go here and you can add another file too. Like, let's say you just put your answers here and you wanted to attach a picture of your work. You could do that by adding another file. Once you're ready, and if you have questions or something, you can put comments here. Then you're going to go submit assignment when you're ready. Boom. It'll think for a minute, and then it will give you confetti or some kind of fun thing that lets you know you submitted. You'll also know because up here it will say submitted. It'll give me a time and a day. You can see it and I can see it. So that way I know your work's on time. If for some reason you messed up, you can go back and resubmit as long as I have given you unlimited submits, which I usually will. Now, here's the other way to check that you submitted. You go back to your home screen. And you will, on your module, you'll want to click back to Kitty again. You could technically do this through modules too. When you see your module, you'll know that you submitted the right work because it will have a check mark. Look, and when I hover, it says completed. This one is an empty space. So it means it hasn't been finished yet, okay? So empty space, hasn't been finished yet. So you'll know it's done when you check it. If you go back into it again, just to be sure, it'll say submitted. It also happened to say submitted on that page, okay? So that is how you would submit an assignment. I know it's going to take some practice, but always make sure that you follow the steps, that you save as, that you save it in the right subject folder. That is really the most important thing, and that you're saving as you go. Okay, thanks for watching. We will do another video on how to do option 2 shortly.